Okay. Sorted. Right. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, it's cold. I've got the heater on. So sorry about that. Obviously, that was like a 45-minute video discussing that topic. So I wanted to just chop that off, put that to bed, and then come back here, guys. So how are we this morning? Hi, Salvatore. Hi, Nancy. Hi, everyone. Give people a few minutes to join us. So we're going to play some video clips and review them. But I did want to quickly, if I can see it. So Nancy, I need to go buy some meat and eggs. $6 dozen eggs. It's terrible. Eggs are good value, aren't they? And even meat. You know, you can get meat at good prices. You'd be surprised. Pork can be quite cheap. Chicken's quite cheap. And even they do some cheap cuts of steak as well. So you'll be surprised if you shop around. And do you know what? Even people don't really. It's not ideal, but frankfurters and tinned meat is okay. I know that they say, "Oh, it's processed," but usually there's hardly any additives with these tinned meats. Yeah. So I wouldn't make a habit of it, but don't be scared of the tinned meats, guys. I'd rather eat a frankfurter from a tin than a cake or a donut. Get it? Processed meat is always going to be better than eating sugar, basically. $6, Louis, a dozen eggs here. That's terrible. Oh, is it? Oh, the price is terrible. All right, because I think we pay like £2.60 for 10 eggs, which is cheap. Eggs are good for you. Right, so let me, right. Has any, you guys, have any of you seen this really odd thing? I'm going to see if I can find it. Let me put Facebook up. Let's have a look. Let's get Facebook up. This really odd thing where Priscilla is hugging the statue on her trip in Bad Nauheim, her appearance. So a few of you have sent it me. I'm just trying to think where we can find it. I'm just trying, like, a few of you sent it me. I know what, we'll go to Defending Elvis. It's on there. I'm pretty sure it's on Defending Elvis. Right, let's have a look. There's a lot of stuff on Defending Elvis. I'll tell you what, Defending Elvis at the moment is amazing. It's got nearly 7,000 members, and I'm blown away. If any of you can send it me. So this is the picture, yeah? Now, someone, I don't know who's done it, I don't even know how they've done it, have managed to do it so the statue turns around, Priscilla turns around, and they hug each other. How is that possible? Right, I want to just quickly. So hi Clara Maria, how are you? Thank you very much, Clara Maria. Say hello to Lucy, your mum. Tina, how's Tina today? Tina, how are you? Do you know what I forgot to say? Tina sent me some lovely things. Tina, it's like a magnet for my car, for my camper. That's going to go in my camper van. Tina, thank you. And she also sent me, where did I put them? Oh, she sent me a lovely tea towel, and she sent me some Elvis stuff. Let me just find it. So she sent me some lovely little thing. Tina, thank you. It's so kind to me. She sent me a lovely little letter. So there's a mixture of things. Sorry, I've mixed things up a little bit, yeah? So it is Elvis Presley, 5,000. It's an advance payment on earnings, and on the February the 27th, 9:56. She sent me some nice little cards for the dogs. There's some other things. She sent me a flask for drinking. Where are we? She sent me a lovely little letter. Just a few bits and bobs. Tina, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And this will 100% be going in my camper van. I'll take a picture of it in there for you, okay? I love things like this. Thank you so much. So Tina, I'm very grateful. But anyway, let's get back to so this, obviously we as Elvis fans, we do have issues with Priscilla. Obviously she's got off to do, she's doing a couple of appearances in Bad Nauheim. Someone said to me she's then going to move on to Vienna or something. I don't know. I find all of it a bit strange because she divorced him. I know that he filed for the divorce, but she demanded the divorce. She was gone. By 72, she was gone. I know it was official in 73. So this whole visit to me all seems a bit odd. Yeah. She's acting as if she was still married to him when he died. She's acting as if she's his widow. It just doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, so I come across this. Let me see if I can find it. Now, Elaine has been posting stuff. Lovely Elaine. We love Elaine. How do we get rid of this picture? So I come across this little clip. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Rio. Where here we go. Here it is. Is it going to let me see it? Oh, it might not let me see it big. Let me make it smaller. Now, watch that, guys. We'll let it play a few times. I'm going to check your comments. Now, guys, don't you find that a bit weird? Let me see if there's any...
Yeah, I don't know by now how much I know this gonna change my life for you. Yeah, I don't know by now how much I know this gonna...
It's funny, wasn't we singing that? We were singing this. Is it something? Oh, what's his name again? Logan. Something Logan. Johnny. Is it Johnny? Oh, I've forgotten his name. But guys, that ain't normal. What is that? What is that? It's almost like saying, let me just get over to your comments so we can discuss it. Don't you find that bizarre, guys? Put it in the comments. Don't you find that odd? Like, the ex, she was with Marco Garibaldi, Johnny Logan, that's it. She was with Marco Garibaldi for over 20 years. We know she was with Michael Edwards, who, in our opinion, abused Lisa Marie. It's in her book. We want justice for Lisa Marie, of course. We have to say it's alleged. But, oh, it's a beautiful song, Josie. It is a beautiful song. I love that song. I love Johnny Logan. Hold me now. That one, yeah? But my point is, come on, guys. It's creepy. Yeah, Emily, it's creepy, isn't it? We know she was with Michael Edwards for 6 years. Mike Stone for 4 years. She's had other boyfriends, Robert Kardashian and others. Someone told me yesterday that she was even dating Joel Weishankar for a while. Did anyone know that? Yeah. Oh, I will show it again. Did anyone know that she was also dating Joel Weishankar? I didn't know that. One of the managing directors of Elvis Presley Enterprises. I never knew that. Don't worry, I'll let it play a few times. I've tried to make it big.
Nothing's gonna change
there we
my
are.
life for you. Yeah, I don't know by now how much I... Nothing's gonna change my life for you. Yeah, I don't know by now how much I... Nothing's gonna...
I'll turn the music off because otherwise eBay will just, YouTube will block it. Right, let's get you up so I can see your comments. So I'm just reading your comments. So guys, come on. What is that? Let me just shrink that off so I can see your comments. Now, come on, guys. Isn't that weird? I'm amazed how they've done it. I'm impressed with the technology. to do it, but Salvatore, look at this, Salvatore. Don't you find this shocking? Let me just show you it, Salvatore. I'll put it on while I quickly get my tea. 1 second. Let me just get it bigger.
Gonna change my life for you.
I'll turn the music off. Second, guys. Just making this tea. Tea for two. Tea for two. Tea for two. 1 second. Okay, got me tea. Got me tea. Okay, that's better. Right, let's get back to your comments. So, let's put it on. So, guys, come on. Isn't that just odd? Let me read your comments. Go and warm up your bagel up, mate. Bagels are bad for you. Come on. It's all right. We won't talk about the diet. Let me just read your comments. I'm freaking out. I don't get it, guys. Who made that? Was that made by Priscilla's PR team? Didn't she want to get into the house where Elvis was staying in Germany, but wasn't the owner never let her? Well, I think that was in 2016. I read that, Josie. In 2016, I saw it on the Facebook page. I'm not definite, but that's how I read it. But I could be wrong, guys. I could be wrong. It might have been recent. Josie, you tell me. Am I right or wrong? I don't know. So let's go back to should we go back to the Facebook page? Where are we? Now, guys, I don't understand it. Honestly, I don't get it. What is going on? How is that allowed to happen? Who did that? Who went to the effort of doing that? I keep saying that Priscilla has a PR team, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes, that's creating all these YouTube channels and Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, of course, that are reinventing and pushing Priscilla's narrative to make her look like the poor victim and Elvis bad, but also to make her still come across as if she was still married to Elvis, as if she's Elvis's widow. Make it look like she deserves to be buried next to Elvis in the meditation garden. So I do think there's a big push to tell the Elvis fans around the world and the non-Elvis fans, the general public around the world, almost to keep them looking like they were still together when he died. Yeah. So something's not right, guys. For someone to make the effort to make this, which it looks really real, doesn't it? I reckon. I mean, how do they make that? I don't understand how they make that. It's almost like I don't get it. It's so well made, isn't it? Crazy. So now let's look at Elaine's post, because Elaine, guys, please join Defending Elvis Presley, the Facebook page. It has a 24-hour chat on there. I think it's amazing. We've got nearly 7,000 members. I don't get hardly any time to go on there. Oh, that's gone on there already. Look, there's I apologise to the Elvis community. Time to get back to defending Elvis Presley and the bloodline. Yes, I like that. Right, so Elaine posted something. because obviously you guys have issues. Here we are, Elaine. Now, Elaine is obviously one of our subscribers and members. So let me just read your comments. If anyone is decent, then they might have said it's cute, but not her. Yeah. No, it's clever how they've done it, but it ain't right because they divorced. She's had numerous boyfriends, a child with another man. Her and Elvis divorced officially in 73. So, you know, how many years ago is that? Over 50 years ago. And then that is happening. What is that? A marriage that went wrong, a marriage that failed, a marriage where both parties were unfaithful, let's face it. A very unhappy marriage. So what is that? Reenacting her time in 1959 when she only knew Elvis for a matter of months, 6 months maximum, briefly before he went back to America in 1960. But this is almost portraying that they were together every day for 14 years. She still loves him and he's the love of her life. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up, guys. Let me read Elaine's thing and then we're going to start playing Emily's video. She needs to leave. Right, so Elaine says she needs to leave this man alone. Even his statue is not safe from her. Bulow left Elvis for another man and took Lisa away from her home and daddy to live thousands of miles away with him. It's true, guys. It's been 52 years. She needs to give it a rest and stop making money off her deceased ex-husband. Yeah. I have to agree with that. You know, how long are the public falling for it? Let me just read what it says here. How long are the public going to fall for the fact that Priscilla is pretending to be Elvis's widow? She's pretending that they were still together when he died, even though she divorced him 4 to 5 years before he died. I don't get it, guys. Priscilla is back in Germany. New photos taken the other day. Priscilla has already visited the house where she and Elvis first met, as well as visited the famous monument to Elvis on the bridge. You know, should we just quickly scan through? I don't even want to watch it again. So she's at the European Elvis Festival. Is that right? So obviously there's a lot of stuff. Look at that. Was Priscilla a virgin when she met Elvis? We could talk an hour just on that, couldn't we? What's this? Priscilla Presley, shocking revelations. I bet that's interesting. It's just a really, guys, this Defending Elvis Presley Facebook page, it's just really good. There's so much good stuff on there. We could go on forever, couldn't we? Right, so let's get the video up that Elaine sent me. If we can find it. Not Elaine, Emily. Emily sent me this. Let's get it right. Let's have a look. So Emily, thank you. Emily, are you here? Let's have a look. Let's click on it.
So there were times when he was...
So this was sent to me by Emily. I love it. I haven't watched all of it. I've watched some of it. People's reaction to meeting Elvis Presley. We're going to watch it together. Before I do that, let's read your comments. Emily, are you here? Right. Let's have a look. Yeah, Emily's here. It's great to use if you have a pic of your parents' grandparents. Oh, right. They do it on an app. Ah, right. Thank you, Emily. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. Let's just double checking your comments before we play it. Now, after this, I want to do something on keto and carnivore on the keto channel. I've found this new released, what is it? Basically, I found some proof that the carnivore diet, the keto diet, does save lives. I found some proof. So I want to do that on the next video on keto after here. So All right, Emily's here. Good. I'm going to play it right. So, Emily, thank you for posting this to me. We're going to stop and start. We have to react to it. We have to review it, critique it. Otherwise, YouTube will tell me off. So, let's go.
He said, no, he sang pretty good. He didn't impress me with anything because he was just singing old songs and everything.
Your first day, really?
And so I told him, I told Bill, I said, well, I'll call Sam and give him what our thoughts and see what he says. And but anyway, I called Sam and give him mine and Bill's ideas. And he said, well, I'll call him and ask him to come into the studio tomorrow night and we'll see what we can come up with, or something to that effect, you know. And that was the beginning of all hell broke loose, didn't it?
Again, we hit it off so quickly. It was just a
So remember, it's called People's Reaction to Meeting Elvis Presley for the First Time. Okay, guys?
great person. And the mere fact that a man at that stature, when he came backstage, and normally, you know, when you don't know each other, you shake each other's hand, but he gave me he embraced me, and it just, you know, it was the icing on the cake.
Felt something right here in my chest. He said, sing it, fellas.
Sing it, fellas. I'm not sure who this guy is. Who is he? Let me know.
This man, I know he's gone, but when I say this man is amazing, is because this guy, legend, it lives on.
Yeah. Yeah, Salvatore, yeah. We're going to play Alice Cooper, definite.
Wow.
So damn different from anybody I'd ever met. I still remember how he held his hand and his little finger when he would sing, you know, the little finger would stick out.
So while we're watching this, if you recognize any of these people, put their name in the comments. If you're watching this tomorrow, tonight, because most of you are asleep, so good morning to you, wherever you're waking up in the world. I hope you had a good night's sleep. Get yourself a cup of tea or a coffee and let's watch the replay together.
He's just so very different, and I admire people who are great showmen, and because I never had that. You know, I could never jump around and play. I'd miss it. I'd screw up somewhere, but he could do that.
He grew up around black children, so there were times when he was loose-limbed and very casual in his demeanor.
I mean, guys, she is stunning. I always say this. We've got a book, haven't we? Come on. Salvatore. She's a beauty, isn't she? Don't you think Linda Thompson is a beauty?
And very hip. He had a stance like no one else had. He had a walk like no one else had.
It is
Yeah. It's Salvatore, it's you.
He had a little snarl in his lip like no one else had. He had a laugh like no one else had. He had the most riveting presence of any human being I've ever encountered. He was truly a one of a kind.
Hi, Finola. You're doing your chores while listening. Hi, Finola.
Rock and roll.
So I'm guessing it's going to play an Estelle Brown clip. Let's have an interview. Let's listen.
Elvis was not just another man on the planet. Elvis was sent here. He was an angel. Have you seen that movie, Touched by an Angel?
Yeah.
We all was touched by the same angel, Elvis.
Well said, Estelle.
sweet memories. Little girl with a beautiful high voice is Kathy Westmoreland.
Kathy Westmoreland, her book will become the most expensive Elvis book in history.
What kind of person he was, and I love it. I wish the world were full of Elvis Presleys.
And
I love that. I wish the world was full of Elvis Presley. Yes.
Whatever you hear about Elvis, about how handsome he was or how warm he was, there's no way you know how really true that actually was. He was amazing. And what surprised me about him is he never met a stranger. They weren't people with Elvis. They were individuals. And when he met you and talked to you, you thought you had already known him. He was just like, maybe that he lived next door to you. It was just an amazing thing that surprised me because he was such a big star. And that surprised me so much, is that we felt like we knew each other. And I think he had that feeling with about everybody that ever met him. You come around.
Wow, I love that. Anyone that met him just felt like they knew him, felt like they lived next door to him. Yeah. Wow.
Special that you were close. Everything he did was funny. And one thing, too, that was so funny that I don't think he knew he was doing, is that his laugh was like no one else's laugh. And it would fill a room. And if you were in one room, and everybody was laughing in the other, you knew which one was Elvis. So it wasn't just that he was funny, it's that even his laugh was funny. It lifted your spirits.
I love that. And we know that, don't we? We as fans, we know that. It lifted your spirits. His laughter lifts your spirits.
I can't explain. He lifted your spirits.
Yay.
Still does.
I'm like
Well
you.
said.
I saw him in the movies, magazines, record albums, TV. He said, but I never laid eyes on Elvis Presley. He said, but I walked up to him and I looked at him like this. Then I walked over and looked at him like that. And then I looked at him like that. And he finally looked at me and said, hey, man, you're making me uncomfortable. And Jerry goes, I can't help it, man. You're the prettiest I ever seen. Sorry about the swearing, but that's what he said.
That's Jerry Reed up and down, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's true though, isn't it, guys? It's true.
And that's verbatim exactly what he told me.
Awesome, man.
But I've heard those stories.
Oh yeah, so Salvatore was friends with Kathy Westmoreland, I think, and he even sent us a little clip singing with Kathy. Yeah? Yeah, Salvatore, you are a celebrity. Come on.
The rhythm, the soul.
Had everything. To me, he had everything. You know, you started looking at the guys, God almighty, he's handsome, he's tall, and he looks good, he can sing, he can play.
Got a lot of women.
Well, I didn't see, I didn't see women disliking him, but he was just, I didn't see him after them either. But I guess had I been handsome like that, I probably would have.
Had I been handsome like that, I probably would have. Yeah. Should we read this? Denise Sanchez, an 8-year-old girl from Santa Fe, New Mexico, was a big Elvis fan since she was 4. On Christmas 1971, a tumor had detected on her. They had to amputate part of her leg. Oh, let's keep going. And hit. Oh. And I know this clip, guys. Let's keep going. Shortly after the cancer spread to her lungs, doctors said they couldn't do anything more for her. When Denise found out Elvis was performing in Albuquerque, New Mexico, she begged her mother to take her to his concert to meet her idol before she dies. Guys, I struggle with things like this, seriously. But let's keep going.
Just to be the little girl with leukemia coming out.
So Denise arrives with her mother Trudy, the help of a cane. This is happening backstage on the Coliseum, and not everything that happened there was filmed.
Brett, introduce the lady there. Tell them about it. Go in a little further, Red.
So Elvis, oh God, this is tough, guys. Woo, take a breath, take a breath. Elvis knelt down and kissed the little girl and told her she was beautiful.
Great shot of his back.
Denise was very shy and her mother kept instructing her during the meeting. So Trudy, tell him what you feel, tell him something. She's shy. Somebody, she's shy. So Denise had brought a poster for Elvis to sign for her. Whoa, hard. Right, don't cry, Daddy. Love me tender, or whichever way you want.
Okay. All right.
Whichever one you want. Danny, no, look at him, look at him.
I'm not going to tell you which one I'm going to do, okay?
So I'm not going to tell you which one I'm going to do, okay? It'll be a surprise.
Special. What's your favorite song?
Here you go.
Oh. Thank you so much.
And do you know, I can imagine just how in his heart, how upsetting that was for him. That poor little girl. It's tough, guys. Hang on a minute. Take a breath. Take a breath. Elvis autographed Denise posted like this to Denise. Love you, Elvis Presley. Right. Let me just have a tea a minute. It's hard to read this stuff, guys. Right. God, heartbreaking, isn't it, guys? On his performance, Elvis dedicated You Gave Me a Mountain to Denise, saying, this song is for a special little girl I just met backstage. Ah. Denise was thrilled and cried through the entire song. She returned home saying she would never again wash her face, and where Elvis had kissed her, unfortunately not even a year after this meeting, Denise passed away. Ah. Oh my God. But she made her dream of meeting her idol come true, and in that moment she was happy. So beautiful, absolutely adorable. I just think life can be so cruel. None of that makes sense, does it? Life can be so cruel. I can't get my head around that. It's just horrific.
Always a gentleman. He was always kind, and he was always kind to everyone. And I think that was what really stuck out about him as a person. You never saw the times that we were with him anything but really what he was just a nice man.
Well, I appreciate it very much.
On Thursday, you will get a chance to hear some of the behind-the-scenes stories. I wish we had another hour. Real quickly, one word, if you had only one word to describe Elvis.
Nobody like him.
That's 3 words.
Not one word, but 3 words.
We got you covered. Steve Bender,
thank you so much. Such an honor.
I'm so lucky to be in a position to give. It's really a great gift to be able to give. We know that, don't we, guys?
We were in Jackson, Mississippi, and he got word that a little boy in the hospital was dying, and that he wanted to see Elvis, and he couldn't make it to the show. He was too sick to get to the show, and so we loaded up in cars, and we went to the hospital. And Elvis was wearing. Elvis met this little boy and talked to him, and he was wearing a cross that was made of garnets, and he took it off and he gave it to this child. And it was a real touching moment. Just an hour or so before the show.
There's no surprise, is it, guys? Just that Elvis lived forgiving, didn't he? He shared everything.
When Elvis there, where you are? No, over here. Monique, you come right in here, sweetheart. That's it. You face that way. Turn right around that way.
How are you, sweetheart? Hi.
And in 1 second, we're ready to roll. 1 second. And
is she pretty?
Is she pretty?
So it's Rapid City 1977. I think we've all seen this clip many times. Let's watch it, guys.
Beautiful. Okay. Good.
Elvis, I'd like to introduce you to Monique Brave from the Sioux Indian tribe here in Rapid City, and Mayor LaCroix, who's got a presentation for you also.
Elvis, on behalf of the citizens of Rapid City and the community, welcome to Rapid City, and we appreciate you being our first concert in our new auditorium.
Thank you.
And this says so on our plaque. It's for your grand opening concert here.
That's fantastic.
Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you. Very nice.
And Monique?
Is she pretty? Hi, Monique.
Hi. This is a medallion of life for you, Elvis, from the Sioux Nation.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you.
I think I've seen interviews with that little girl. I think she's obviously a grown woman now. There are interviews on YouTube with her. I think she's still alive, guys.
Good luck to you, Elvis.
Someone give her. Yeah, we can give her. Somebody give me a scarf. We'll give her.
I remember everybody was, time had passed, there was still no Elvis, and everybody was saying, "But where's Elvis?" After a while, we heard this commotion coming down the hall leading to the ballroom where we were. The door opens, and in walks this entourage of people. You know, in the middle stood Elvis. You know, and you know, up to that point in my life, I was an Elvis fan, and I loved his music. But I guess I would have to say I was a casual Elvis fan.
Right.
I think we should take at least some.
That day when he walked into the room, I went, "Wow, you've got to be kidding me!" I think I now know why this guy is the biggest star in the world. He walked into the room, and there was something about him. You could actually feel him in the room. He had such presence, such magnetism, such charisma. You run out of words to describe it. But when he walked into the room, you knew that he was somebody. And I went, wow. Now, like I say, I realize why he's the biggest star in the world. And he came over to all of us. He hugged us all, hugged our necks. He called us all by our first name, you know, and welcomed us into his organization. And you know, I had goosebumps. It was really special. So I'll never forget my first meeting, the first time I ever met Elvis.
That's incredible. Yeah. And I mean, you know, there's so many times.
And it was wonderful. He was wonderful. I loved him. He was such a gentleman and all that to me, you know.
Tell me about that. Tell me.
Well, when they first called, the girl said, "Elvis Presley, oh my God, what are we going to do?" And I said, "Hey, it's a gig and it's a good one."
Uh-huh.
So we went. And when we got there, it was nothing like what we might have thought, you know, because it was just wonderful.
And I've watched this a few times, and I've done a few videos reviewing this, and you know, they were expecting to meet this very self-important singer, movie star that but the way he treated them was as equals with complete respect, really caring, loving, friendly, just they couldn't believe just how nice he was. And generous. They, you know, it's a beautiful story, guys.
It was really wonderful. He was into gospel, So every once in a while when we finish rehearsing with him, we just sing gospel, all of us, you know. And we just had a good time.
Treated everyone the same.
Yeah. He had black singers and white singers. He's had the Imperials, who was a men's group, very popular men's group. And we were the girls group, the Sweet Inspiration, so.
I think people have, you know, certain stereotypes about him.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because
Now that is so true. See, I wish everyone would watch this kind of footage so they start to understand Elvis the man, his heart, not just his generosity, not just his music, his singing, his movies, etc. Obviously, how handsome he was. I wish they would understand his core, yeah, his inner being. He really was beautiful inside and out. And unfortunately, because of this sort of tainted, warped version of this, you know, this has all come from horrible press, from Priscilla, but not just Priscilla. There is just a general thing where Elvis's true image has been bent out of shape. This is why we're called Defending Elvis, because we want people to see the real Elvis. Even now, even yesterday, I had a discussion with my brother, my twin brother, about Elvis and his eating habits, about his weight. And people have just got it in their head, this image of Elvis that is incorrect, And no matter what I say, don't forget, my brother's an Elvis fan, yeah? No matter what I say, they can't understand the truth. They still are, how can I say it? They still see the warped image of the ending of Elvis, obviously the last year of Elvis's life. Some people are transfixed into that. They can't see this. I really wish people would see this, the real Elvis. Not that Elvis had different girlfriends, not that Elvis, all the negative stuff, you know, the pills, the prescribed medication, all the negative lies that have come from Priscilla, from trash books, from trash documentaries, from YouTube channels that are lying, are blatantly lying about him. When you watch this is why I'm playing it for Emily. When you watch this, you see Elvis. It's again and again and again and again and again, a different boom, 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 boom. That's the real Elvis. I spend a lot of my time disagreeing with people that think the wrong thoughts about Elvis, that see the wrong image, the wrong reputation of Elvis. This is why we're defending Elvis. Because we are trying somehow, within all the mess, to get the public, the Elvis fans, the non-Elvis fans, to see Elvis, to not see the lies. It's not easy, guys. Not easy. And anything that adds to the lies just makes it more difficult. It makes it more difficult.
He was a wonderful person, so good looking you just didn't want to even look nowhere else. He was so handsome, but he was just as nice, fun. You know, he cracked jokes and all that kind of crap, and you'd be singing, and he'd make you laugh and whatnot.
I'd like to introduce you to my father. You know, he's been sick for a while, but he's doing very well. Would you say with him, Daddy? He came here tonight. Is there any way for him to get up here?
And I will say, Vernon doesn't look well, does he? And obviously Elvis, it is a bit heartbreaking, guys. Come on, we all love Elvis.
Is there any way for him to get up here? Just put a chair right here. I really missed him because it's been a couple of years since he's been able to go on tour with me. You know, he's been sick. Hey, bud. Sorry. I'd like you to say hello to my girlfriend Ginger. Ginger, stand up, honey. Sit down, Ginger.
Oh, I've only just seen Bobby's comment. Now, I was apologising to the community, the Elvis community, just saying to them, we need to get on with defending Elvis and not be disagreeing with these other channels. I was apologizing to the community, the Elvis community. Yeah. So we do need to get on with defending Elvis. We do. We need to get back to basics. That was the thing. But Bobby, thank you for your support, my friend.
It's enough for her.
He said in the audience tonight, we have a fellow who said he's...
So I've heard this. We've done a few, we've done some reviews with Muhammad Ali. We've done some live streams with Muhammad Ali about 7-8 months ago. I love this story. Obviously, we know that Elvis had a robe made for Muhammad Ali. Elvis and Muhammad Ali wore it. We know about the friendship. I've heard the story where he sweeps him off his feet. Elvis sweeps Ali off his feet. I'm a massive Muhammad Ali fan, guys. Always have been since I was a small child. I'm a massive Muhammad Ali fan. It's like the Evel Knievel days. I'm a big Evel Knievel fan. That period through the 70s really affected me, you know?
He's the greatest, and he is the greatest. Muhammad Ali, stand up. Muhammad stood up. He said, Elvis, you're the greatest. And we went backstage, and then Elvis told us about how he does karate and he likes to box. He liked to get into boxing, and Muhammad told him, no, you're too pretty. He said, you do the singing, I'll do the boxing.
Muhammad Ali is in the audience, and he would like to meet you. And I was, oh yeah, bring him on back, because that was, you know, he loved Muhammad Ali. And he said, yeah, bring him on back. So Muhammad Ali comes back there, and he's got his entourage with him, and big old guys, man, you know, big bodyguard guys. Whoa, you know, they all walk in the dressing room, and here's a little skinny guy sitting around. So Elvis and Muhammad Ali is sitting at the table. So all of a sudden, Elvis stands up, Muhammad Ali stands up. And we're all looking like, what is going on? So Elvis goes into a karate stance. Muhammad Ali goes into a boxing stance. Because Elvis loved karate, as you know. He was into it very deeply and was an 8th degree black belt. And Muhammad Ali took a stance, and Elvis just swept his feet out from under him with one leg. It happened.
Could you imagine that? Seriously, could you imagine that? Knocking Muhammad Ali down, and how shocked and surprised Ali was. But he laughed it off, and they became really good friends.
That fast. And then, but Muhammad Ali sit on the floor and looked at Elvis and started laughing, and Elvis started laughing. So we all started laughing.
Right. Okay. So it says, Elvis had a robe made for me. I don't admire nobody, but Elvis Presley was the sweetest, most humble, and nicest man you'd want to know, Muhammad Ali. And I've done a few interviews. Right. So dog barking. I've done. So I'm just reading your comments, guys. So guys, I'm gonna stop and come back. Guys, I'm gonna stop and come back. So Dan just said, how you know Elvis was in the league of his own when you hear big stars talk about Elvis when he met Elvis were in awe of him. A good example. There's a statue of Muhammad Ali and in Ellis County. Right, I'm just gonna have a 10-minute break and come back because something's happening in the background. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. We're gonna finish watching this.